Okay, what is this? This is 6.5 video, part one, video number 2. All right, so we want to write this. We're still working with the idea of writing this in trig or polar form. Cosine theta plus I sine theta. So we want to be careful. We don't want to sit there and say this isn't really our R. Okay, so let's be careful. That's not R. If we want to rewrite this, what we could do is you kind of say, okay, well, what could we distribute out? We could rewrite this as, because we want these values to be those that we see on the unit circle. So this would be 5. We could bring the 1/2 in here. This is root 3 over 2. Let me try doing this again. Root 3 over 2 minus 1/2 I. And then if you took out the 1/2, I personally, for me, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to figure out what my angle is. So what is theta? So I'm going to say theta prime equals arctangent of negative 1 over, well, let's go like this, sorry. Negative 1 over root 3, which would be, if we were to rationalize it, it would be negative root 3 over 3. Now, which quadrant is this in? Well, this is positive and this is negative. So this is positive. So we're down here in Q4. So so what angle? Come over here. The question is, what angle has negative root 3 over? I'm sorry. Yeah, not 2, 3. So our theta prime. So well, we could look at it kind of. Root 3, 1. It's hard to see it that way. What I'm trying to get at is so it's got to be it's going to either be 11 pi over 6, right? It's either 11 pi over 6, or it's pi over 4, or it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pi over 3, right? 5 pi over 3. It's one of those, right? So which ones have negative root 3 over 3 as their tangent? And that would be this one here, because it is root 3 over 2 and negative 1/2. And that would be negative 1/2 over root 3 over 2, which would be negative 1 over root 3, which would equal negative root 3 over 3. Right? So this is our angle, 11 pi over 6. So so theta here. And no, I'm not using a calculator because this is all in the unit circle. So theta equals 11 pi over 6. And R, though, equals, because remember we kind of took this out here, so R equals 5. That's our R. So Z equals 5 cosine 11 pi over 6 plus sine of 11 pi over 6. And don't forget our I, which I'm supposed to put in here. So I gotta fix that. Plus I sine. Sorry, I made that look really ugly. It's really late. Hopefully that makes sense. I think I kind of butchered that one a little bit. Oh, let's try this one over here. Well, let's see, these are both positive, so this is the first quadrant. So this is just so we don't have to really worry about doing, so we'd say, I mean, we could say absolute value, but it's going to be positive anyway. And this is, let's do this just real quick. This is 4/5 over 3/5, which equals 4/3. So this is 4/3. Okay, this is prime. So in this case, theta prime equals theta. And if we took our, in this case, we have to take our calculator, because these values here, okay, those are not on the unit circle. Okay, this was on the unit circle. This one's not, so we have to get the calculator back out. And theta equals, oops, what am I doing? Theta equals 53.13 degrees. So Z, I'm going to do a different color. Z equals 3/5 cosine of 53.13 degrees. It was in the first quadrant, so even though I was doing theta prime, so in this case, theta equals theta prime, right? So plus I sine of 53.13 degrees. Okay, I think I'm still kind of butchering these a little bit. But you should be able to see kind of what's going on. Okay, so now we're going to write them as complex numbers. Okay, complex numbers in standard form, sorry. A plus bi. So we go, okay, well, let's see, what is the cosine of negative pi over 3? Well, this is negative pi over 3, and we know from our unit circle that that is going to be 1/2 and negative root 3 over 2. Okay, so Z equals 2 times 1/2 and negative root 3 over 2. Oh, I put it here. Okay, now we're going to distribute this 2 in here. We're going to take this 2 and we're going to multiply it by each one of those values. And so 2 times 1/2 is 1. Oh, what's in standard form? 1, and this is root 3i, but it wants it in standard form, sorry. So this is going to just equal 1, I'm sorry, this is minus 1 minus root 3i, because this is supposed to be in a plus bi form. I probably should wait until the morning to do this. Okay, so 315 degrees, that's going to be root 2 over 2, negative root 2 over 2. So Z equals 3/4. Oh, we're doing it, yeah, I keep forgetting. Oh, that's all right. We're going to do root 2 over 2 plus, plus negative, so minus, right? So this is minus root 2 over 2i. And then we're going to distribute this in here. Three root 2 over 8 minus 3 root 2 over 8 I. Okay. Okay. In this case, we have to use a calculator. So to get these two values, and then again, we'll get those two values, use a calculator. Use a calculator to get those. And then once you get those values, again, you're going to multiply the 9 by both of those. So z equals, this is 8.83 plus 1 plus 7.2i. Okay. Z equals 35 over root 2. Cosine of pi over 4 is root 2 over 2. Plus sine of pi over 4 is root 2 over 2. And I. And then we're going to distribute this in here. And when we do that, the root 2's kind of cancel out, right? That's going to cancel out there, and that's going to cancel out there. So we have 35 over 2 plus 35 over 2i. And I would just leave it like that. I wouldn't try to simplify it at all. Okay, that was actually pretty quick, because now